Hello everybody, it's Nady, and today's look is all about that glam. We're going to be doing a nice brown smoky eye that you can wear anytime you want to feel fierce. So, if you remember, a few months back, I did a huge unboxing of a ginormous box of Younique makeup that was sent to me via thecrazylashlady.com. Well, it has been far too long since I've done a glam look using the palette that was sent to me, so that's what we're going to do today. You don't have to use the Younique palette. You can use shades that are similar to it. You can use shades that are completely different from it. It's up to you. There's no rules in makeup, but let's begin. As always, we're going to prime our face first so that the makeup really sticks on, and I was sent this cute little thing of primer. It's called Younique Glorious Primer. It looks similar to Bare Minerals primer. It's clear and it makes your skin so soft, super soft. It's incredible. Next, I'm using Younique's Mineral Touch Foundation in the shade Chiffon. This stuff is so amazing. You literally only need a few drops of it and it'll cover your entire face. I'm telling you, this stuff is like Dior good. It is amazing. It might even be better, but I'm not hating, I'm just comparing. Now that I have that nice and blended out, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and press it in. This is going to really help the foundation last. Even though you put that primer on, this is very essential because you're pressing it into the skin so that it doesn't melt off. Some people like to put their foundation and concealer on after their eye makeup. I like to put it on before because I'm going to use some powder to bake my face, and that's going to catch any fallout that happens so we can just wipe it away and then you're done. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer, and this I've used in almost every one of my videos, as well as the foundation. I love both of these things. They are out of this world good, and they blend so nicely, and you only need a tiny, 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 tiny bit. I'm just putting a tiny bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a concealer brush, and I'm just going to go in a triangular shape right under my eye, right there, and bring it up to the side of my face and down the sides of my nose. And then I'm just going to go in my T-zone right here, just a few little stragglies there, and then down the center of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow and my chin. I'll just put a little X there. Now you can, if you really want some definition of your cheekbone, you can go right down here, but you really don't have to. The main highlight parts are what I highlighted before. Those are what you really want to get. Now with my trusty Revlon Photo Ready Instafix stick in caramel, I'm going to do the contour part. This is my favorite part because this really starts to transform your face. And I'm just going to bring it on my forehead, down the temples. I don't want it on the temples because it's going to shrink my face in. I want to avoid my temples and make sure there's light there. I'm just going to go down the jawline, underneath my little lip there, and then down my nose. Now with my damp sponge, I'm just going to blend it all out. When you're blending, really make sure just to pat, because if you're sliding, it's just taking the makeup right off. It's absorbing it into the sponge and it's not blending, so just pat. Make sure to pat. Now with a damp sponge, I'm taking Bare Minerals Powder Concealer in Summer Bisque, and I'm just placing it under the eye so that the concealer doesn't crease. We're just going to lightly press it in. This is not baking, this is just setting. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with CoverGirl's True Blend Minerals in shade 410. Ooh, that's everywhere. I put some in the lid and I'm going to apply it with my Beauty Lally powder brush. I love this brand. They sent me these and I am addicted. It's so fluffy. It's synthetic, which makes it perfect for this. It really catches the powder. Now I'm just going to dust away any excess with this huge powder brush. Now it is time to bake the face, so we're going to use Coty's Airspun Translucent Powder. This stuff is amazing. With my damp beauty blender, I'm just going to pack this on. You really, really, really want a lot of it down there. Plus, this is what's going to catch any fallout from our eyeshadow. Whew, that smell is strong. It smells like baby powder. So the point of baking is to cook the makeup so that it stays on for a really long time. So you really only need to put this anywhere where the makeup is prone to melt off or fall off. Like if you're leaning somewhere or it's gonna crease like under your eyes. So you really don't need to put it anywhere else other than those spots. So we're just gonna put it on our chin, down here, and that should really be good. Oh my god, looks like it snowed. Okay, now that I look like a total madman, I'm gonna start on the eyes. As a primer, I'm going in with that primer that we used on our face. I'm just gonna apply some to my eyelids. we need to start smoking this look out immediately. So I'm going to take the Morphe 35OM palette, and I'm going to take this nice brown right here. It's like an orangish brown, but it's going to make the perfect transition color that we need for this look. I'm taking a Beauty Lally fluffy brush. This is an eyeshadow blur brush. It's a nice fluffy brush, and we're going to start right in the crease. Right there. Beautiful. We just want to be super, super gentle. We're going to start on the outer corner and work our way in. And the higher you go, the lighter our brush strokes will be. Because this is a smoky look, we really, really just want to blend and blend and blend and blend. Okay, now that we've spent like a half an hour blending that one color out, we need to start on the next color, which will be Honorable in Younique's Moodstruck Addiction 2 palette. It's this one right there. And we're going to take the same brush that we were just blending the brown out with. We're going to lightly dab in there, and we're just going to go along the crease. This is going to be the shade that really starts to add drama to your look. It's really going to deepen your eyes and give it that nice glam feel. And this, we're just going to take it from the outer corner into the inner half and just blend out. To make sure there's no harsh edges at all, I'm taking my Morphe M433 brush and I'm just blending out the edges. Now with the same Beauty Lally blending brush, I'm going to take this shade Cocky right here, and we're going to start on the outer corners and kind of blend in. With these darker colors, you want to start off with a very small amount on your brush because you can always go in and make it darker. It's a lot harder to go in and make it lighter after you've already put it on. Now we're going to add just a teeny tiny touch of black, and we're going to use Peppy right here on the end for that. And I'm just using the same brush and literally going doink, that's it. Just light. Now with my M433 brush, I'm just going in and blending along the edges just to make sure it's really smoked out, give it a good gradient. Since we have it, I might as well add some sparkle to this look. So I'm going to take this gold look right here, it's a Blissful, and I'm just going to put it right on the inner corners and spread it out so that it thins out the farther out that you go. There we go. Good choice. I like that. Because we lost a little bit of the darkness on the outside, I'm going to take Cocky with my Morphe 433 brush, and I'm just going to lightly dust it. Right there. Yeah, that's better. To start with a bottom lash, I'm going to just wipe all this away. Beautimus. To start on the lower lash, I'm going to take my Beauty Lally eyebrow brush and dip it into Honorable. And we're just going to line the lower lash line right up close to the lashes themselves. I decided to make it a little more smokier, so I'm taking Beauty Lally's lip brush, and I'm going in with the same color and just kind of blending it in along the lower lash line, the exact same place that I was doing it before. Back to the eyebrow brush, I'm taking Cocky, and then I'm placing that right below the lashes. I'm doing the same thing, I'm smoking Cocky out with the lip pencil. This next step is totally optional. I'm going to be lining my lower lash with Younique's Moodstruck Precision Pencil in Perfect, and it's just going to add a deep, dark, dramatic undertone. And you can either line it with nothing, you can line it in white and make your eyes really pop, you can line it in cream so that your eyes look bigger. It's totally up to you. That made my eyes a nice charcoal gray, but I want it even blacker, so I'm going to go in with Rimmel's Exaggerate in Blackest Black. And while I'm here, I might as well just do the upper eyelash. Oh, my least favorite part, because now my eyes will water like crazy. Whew, my eyes water so easily, but it's time for eyeliner, so I'm going to take NYX's Super Skinny marker, and I'm just going to line it with a tiny bit of a cat eye, not much, because it's so dark around there already, we don't really need it. So this eye looks like this eye. I'm going to apply a few coats of Younique's 3D Fiber Lashes and then apply Lily Lashes in Goddess. Holy hell, between these eyelashes and the 3D Fiber Lashes, my eyelashes are going on for days. Beautiful. While that's drying, I'm going to quick give my lower lashes a little spritz of mascara. And now for the very last touch to the eyes, I'm going to take Bella Pierre's Cosmetics in Excite, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. There we go, that's better. Now that the eyes are done, we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. So I'm gonna start with my contour slash bronze, and I'm gonna use Younique's Malibu bronzer for that. We're just gonna lightly brush this from the top of the ear down at an angle, right about to there, and it's gonna create the illusion of a cheekbone. See that? Kind of a cheekbone? Absolutely no cheekbone. Because this is bronzer, we might as well just take it all over where we contoured before. And we're going to take it down the nose. To help make a shadow along my cheekbone, I'm going to take more of Coty's Airspun powder in translucent and my Beauty Lally makeup brush. And we're just going to trace right along there. I know this looks a little bit ridiculous, but don't worry, we're not going to keep it on there forever. Before we apply any blush, I'm going to use the Beauty Crops Lighting Crew, and I'm going to use that as kind of a base highlighter. Maybe I shouldn't have used this. Now there's just like a streak. For blush, I'm going to use Moonstruck Minerals Pressed Blusher in Sophisticated. I'm going to only add a very, very, very tiny amount because this stuff is super pigmented, so I'm just super, super lightly dusting it on. Oh, see? I told you, it's really pigmented. That was like hardly any at all. That's okay, I still like it. Alright, now we're just going to dust that powder off. Now to help brighten my eyes up just a little bit more, I'm taking NYX's cream right under the eye. Just a little bit, we don't need a whole lot. Then to highlight even more, I'm using NYX's Nectar. We'll get that right on the cheekbones. We'll put a little on the nose, on the Cupid's bow. I literally want the plane flying above me to see my highlights. So I'm going in with Romantic in this palette right here, and I'm adding that just to the cheekbones. There we go. Now obviously you can use less highlighter if you want. I'm just a highlighter fanatic. I will always use way too much highlighter because I love it. So you can go more, you can go less, you can go none at all. It's totally up to you. For lips, you can either go nude or you can go dark. You can do anything you want. With this look, there's like no rules at all. There's no rules in makeup in general, but I'm gonna go dark because I like living on the wild side, a little bit edgy, a little bit crazy, so that's what we're gonna do. Plus, I saw Rihanna wear this lipstick the other day and it was amazing. For lips, I am using Lime Crime in the shade Buffy. Ooh, snap, I just saw myself. I like. I'm just gonna highlight this, and then I'd say we are done. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.